Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Ready in Minutes workout. I have got a treat for you guys today, double alternating kettlebell work. So everything we're gonna do, whether it's ballistics or strength, has a alternating component to it. Now, alternating ballistics, what does that look like? Well, this is a little more advanced, but the advanced part of it is coordination, nothing else. So if it's your first time doing stuff like this, pick a light weight so you can use it as training wheels to figure the techniques out. Literally anything that is advanced from a technique perspective with kettlebells, you can start working towards with lightweight. Speaking from experience, all of the fancy moves that I'm able to do today, once upon a time I started out doing 10 or 12 kg with. So that said, this is a fun one. It's also a shorter one because it's double kettlebell work, which means double the output. But that said, let's dive in and see what we're working with. All right guys, this is a fun one, but before you dive in, some of the stuff here can be a little technical, so let's unpack it a little before you try it on your own. Starting with our first technique, which is a double kettlebell clean snatch. One side cleans, one side snatches. Now there are two main things going on here. You are coordinating from side to side, so one side is doing one thing and the other side is doing another, and at the same time, you're modulating or gauging the amount of power that you're swinging with. That sounds like a lot, but let's break it down with each technique. For a clean, we can see that it's a straight line up into the rack position. For a snatch, it's a straight-ish line up to an overhead lockout, like that. When we piece both of these together, one side does one thing, and then the other side does another. What you'll have to do here is gauge the amount of power and where you're guiding the kettlebells side to side. This is probably the trickiest thing you'll be doing today, which is why I gave it to you first. You don't want to make it to the end of your kettlebell sequence and get the most challenging thing to have everything kind of fall apart. But again, if it's your first time, pick a light weight, play around with it, and you'll get it in no time. Next up, we have a seesaw press. So to do that, very simply, one side presses up, and then simultaneously as you bring it down, the other side presses up to lockout. There's a little bit of rotation that happens here. You don't want it to be egregious, right, or exaggerated, but a little rotation as you go side to side is just fine. Next up, we have our gorilla cleans. Now, this is a little different from the regular clean as it's going to be very quad dominant as you're going to stay upright as you do it. Normally when you clean, you can see you hinge over and you bring it back up. But in a gorilla clean, since one kettlebell is staying in the rack and you have to stay upright to keep it there, you're going to stay upright as you drop the bell and guide it back up to the rack. Now, as you alternate it, it'll look like this. And there's really not much more to it than staying upright as you drop into the clean position and it being more squat dominant than hinge dominant. Once we're done here, we're gonna clean down to the ground and do our alternating gorilla rows. So the bells are next to each other. We're gonna row the first one to our side pocket, land it back, roll the other one to the other side pocket. Nothing crazy going on here, but remember when you're doing your bent over rows, keep your eyes on the horizon because it'll help keep your back straight. Remember that you work in the direction that you're facing, so if you're looking down, that's where my back is going, and as I pull, it might not be the best thing. And the last thing we're gonna do today to give you a break from alternating bell work is alternating leg work. We're gonna set up in the rack, and we're gonna do reverse alternating lunges for 10 reps. Remember to hover above the ground, don't crash your knee into the ground for each and every rep. When you finish, clean down to the ground for the finish. Okay, so as I mentioned, everything here alternates. So some of it, the ballistic specifically, will require a little more coordination before diving into it. So like I said before, take a lighter weight if it's your first time trying these techniques out before working up to challenging weight. All right guys, starting with our first round, let's do our double kettlebell clean snatch for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Got it back into the rack for our seesaw press for 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guide it back into the rack. Spread the feet apart for our gorilla cleans. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Up into the rack. Let's clean down to the ground. Bells out in front. Let's row to our side pocket. Eyes on the horizon. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's clean back into the rack and reverse lunges for 10. And 10. Down to the ground for the finish. All right, that's it for round one. Let's dive into our second and final round now. Okay guys, let's dive into our double kettlebell clean snatch. 10. Got it back into the rack. Let's do our seesaw press. 8, and 9, and 10. All right, let's keep it in the rack, spread our feet apart, do our gorilla cleans. 9, 10. All right, let's clean down to the ground. Do our rows for 10. Eyes ahead. And 10. All right, clean back into the rack. Alternating reverse lunges for 10. Seven, and 8, and 9, and 10. Back into the rack. Clean down for the finish. All right, great job, guys. This is a tough but fun one. I had fun putting it together. Thought You know, what cool kind of advanced thing can I give people that they'll enjoy doing, but might curse me out for it too. So I hope this did it for you. And again, it's more advanced and it goes off the beaten track for hardstyle kettlebell techniques with the clean snatch and with the gorilla clean. So take your time working with these techniques and go a little lighter. I promise if you're feeling apprehensive or not sure about this and you're already doing kettlebell work, it's gonna come much faster than you think. Just pick a light weight, play around with the techniques a little bit with that lighter weight. And once you've got a feel for it, you'll be able to move up quickly. It also wound up being a fantastic bit of cardio. So if you need to get your cardio in for the day, this is a great choice for that. So as usual, let me know if you're stuck anywhere, if you've got any problems with any of these techniques, or if you want to give me a piece of your mind for making this too hard. Shoot me a message and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Otherwise, have fun with it, and I'll see you guys real soon on the next one. Stay strong.